Glad to see Nico found the book I left out for her useful. Took me a while to dig that one up.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
This post is restricted to the Midnight Suns. I haven't seen Steven this depressed since they shut down Fancy Cloaks and Sir Cloaks magazine. Do you mind? I don't know. Keeping an ear out? Why can't you do that? Too many practical jokes. He always freaks out when I'm nice to him. And if I'm myself, I'll just aggravate him at a time when he doesn't need it. If you wouldn't mind being there, if he's in the mood to talk, will do wonders. Oh, and don't tell him I asked you to do this. He'll get prickly. Tony, you need to talk to your friend. I don't know. When he's like this, I'm a handful of fish hooks in a room full of balloons. But I guess I can try. Breaking. Tragedy unfolded in the outskirts of Flagpole, Arizona today, where over 24 were confirmed dead at the Quinton Carnival, according to County Medical Examiner Bubniak. The total number of casualties is expected to climb. It's a real mess in there. Blaze lost his people. I don't see him coming back from this. Nevertheless, we must recover the final page. After the mess at the carnival, that's the actual one thing he has left to lose. How do you see that going, Doc? I'll grant you that visions of his magnanimity are sparse, yet no future where reality survives this threat involved Blaze retaining the page. Johnny Blaze is a legend. He'd want to punish the wicked who killed his friends and family. No way he would let Lilith get her hands on it. And Lilith isn't the only one who wants the page. The guy's list is longer than mine. If he can cross it off all at once, he'll do it.
Feeling good today, girl?
What do you think, Hunter? Want to show them how it's done?
My charm won you over.
Let me know if I'm being too hard on you, Hunter.
Can't stop thinking of all the terrified civilians.
Demons, prophecies, Hydra winning all the fights, climate change. Earth is not doing so hot.
That was a hell of a sparring session, Ileana. Haven't been this sore since, well, ever. You really got me back there.
It's one of the perks of being underestimated.
Have you ever considered joining S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Spy stuff? No thanks. I don't tiptoe. Besides, I heard Nick Fury isn't exactly known for his transparency.
Neither is Caretaker, evidently. I respect Sarah, but I'm disappointed she didn't think she could trust us. She should have more confidence in her team, especially you.
Huh. You're not as much of a boomer as I thought you'd be.
Boomer? Please. I was born in 1918. Oh, those kids still have a lot of growing up to do.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. It's rare that I ever discuss my past, but you've become one of my closest friends, Hunter. Did you know that I used to be a world-renowned surgeon? Before I became a world-renowned sorcerer, that is. I'm quite pleased with these results.
You have yet to come into your full power, Hunter, but you must if you are to lead us. If you are willing, the cauldron will show you the way.
That caught my eye as...
See you, Hunter.
Okay, Robbie. Just remember, you and Blaze are peers. You're legit. You're Ghost Rider too. Ghost Rider 2! Electric Boogaloo! Oh, most sequels suck. Okay, just be cool. You got this. Morning, Blaze. Want to do some Spirit of Vengeance training in the yard? Oh man, I sound so lame. Freaking hopeless.
Who are you talking to, Robbie? Sparky?
Oh, hey there, Hunter. Didn't see you standing there. I was just talking to myself, trying to hype myself up, you know?
Hype yourself up for what?
If we're gonna be working with Blaze, and he starts hanging out at the Abbey, and we're driving across the desert together killing demons, I need to be cool. I mean, he's the original Spirit of Vengeance, the real Ghost Rider. And I'm just Robbie Reyes from East LA. How the hell am I supposed to live up to that?
Take it as a challenge to yourself. Johnny Blaze created his reputation as a fearsome warrior through his actions, and you can do the same.
He's got more than a reputation. He's a legend.
and you can have your own legend. Just put in the hard work.
Look at me. I'm standing here in the middle of this ancient abbey, surrounded by some of Earth's greatest heroes. And I still don't really feel like I belong. It's not like I got that special something you've got. I mean, look at you. You're not intimidated by anyone. How do you own that swagger?
I do not fear being, as you say, hardcore.
Hooey! Hell yeah! That's how Sparky and I like to roll.
Just continue to do what must be done, without regret, and without apology. You will find your footing here.
Well, thanks for the heart-to-heart, or demon-to-demon, or whatever. You've given me and Sparky a lot to digest. See you around, Hunter. The Hellright's missing something. Like a Dread Maiden hood ornament.
Come on, Blaze, show yourself. I'm running out of ideas.
Don't worry. That much big asshole energy can't hide for long.
You have more faith in our tech than I do.
Less in the tech, more in you.
Where the hell did you go, Blaze? Some off-world motocross event?
How is the search for Blaze going?
Nowhere. The dude has totally gone off-grid. I've scoured every rat hole on the planet a guy like that would be seen in. Monster truck shows, stunt cycling extravaganzas, motocross events, but Blaze is totally MIA. I'm telling you, Hunter, if I have to spend one more hour scanning digital maps for that hot Cheeto, even my super sight is gonna go all squiggly.
Perhaps there is a silver lining in his inability to be found.
There is? Because I'd sure love to hear it.
Think about it. If the great Captain Marvel cannot locate him, then Lilith does not stand a chance in hell of finding him either.
Good point. But I'd still like to find him. If not for securing the parchment and preventing your mother's gothy Armageddon, then just for the principle of it. I don't like to lose. Well, I'd love to continue with the chit-chatting, but I've got to get back to the most boring manhunt in history.
Do let me know when you find him.
Don't worry. I'll be so freaking relieved and excited the whole Abbey will know. Come on, Blaze. Come out wherever you are. You can't hide forever under whatever backwater rock you've crawled under. Not from me.
I'm so proud of her. And you, of course. Don't pout.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
Hunter didn't realize at the time how much I enjoyed this gift. You know how to pick 'em. I usually swing through the Abbey grounds, but I could be persuaded to take the scenic route.
You know, I've been thinking, Hunter, and have come to the conclusion that we need a theme song.
We do?
Yes. We're practically a two-person team here, and I think this is the natural next step in our friendship. So, you got a favorite genre of music we could put the tune to?
If we are going to create a theme song, then we should go to the source for inspiration. Television shows.
Oh, like that television show about crime-fighting heroes, or beat cops on the street.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it. Something like... Hunter and Spider-Man! Hunter and Spider-Man! One is a hunter, the other is Spider-Man. They are Hunter and Spider-Man! So, what do you think?
Is that not the same song people sing at a baseball game?
Yeah, I know. It's not very original. I'll go work on it some more. In the meantime, I was wondering, what do you think about that other thing I asked you about?
What other thing?
Me joining the Midnight Suns.
The one thing that all the Suns have in common is that we are not afraid to tread a little closer to our darker side.
I've been there once. It wasn't a good look, and no one should dance like that. But you know what? I can give it another go. Watch out, world. A slightly darker Spider-Man is here. One that doesn't change the toilet paper roll, or squeezes the toothpaste right in the middle of the tube. Okay. Thanks for the solid advice as always, Hunter. Till next time.
The Midnight Suns are better off with you here, Hunter. We should talk. When you are free, meet me in the chapel.
I did not think church was your style, Daywalker.
Actually, it's Eric. Eric Brooks from Harlem.
Are we finally on first-name basis now?
You earned it. The last person I let call me that was my mentor.
The name is quite fetching. Like the name of a mopey, tortured, woe-is-me vampire in one of those dark romance novels you like to read. The one who cannot bring himself to bite anyone, especially the woman he fancies. Oh my god. That is you. Why did I not see that before?
Don't make me bite you, Hunter.
Oh no, do not kill me, Eric the vampire. I'm so scared.
I shouldn't have told you.
Too late. Now I know all your secrets.
Not by a long shot. Now my mentor, he knew everything.
You had a mentor?
I wasn't born this cool. Someone had to teach me. His name was Jamal Afari, a vampire hunter. He gave me the name Blade. He used to take me to church on Sundays when I was a kid. Taught me right from wrong.
Wait, your mentor was a vampire hunter and he did not slay you?
Well, I was only 9 when he met me.
Aww.
Or what?
I am just imagining you as a little half-vampire kid with itty-bitty little fangs and child-sized sunglasses. You must have been so adorable. Do you have a picture? I am sure Carol would like to see it.
You're lucky I like you, Hunter. Almost as lucky as I was that Jamal liked me. He could have killed me, you know. And he would have been within his rights to put me down, too. but he didn't. Jamal was the first person to look past the fangs and see my humanity. Trained me to control my darkness so I could become the vampire hunter I am today. I guess what I'm saying is, you deserve that same benefit of doubt. You may be a demon child, but I see the human in you winning.
I have no intention of disappointing you or anyone else here.
If shit happens, shit happens. But I won't write you off if it does. Not right away, anyways. As long as you keep the faith in yourself, I'll keep the faith with you.
That is a deal.
Feels good to have someone keep you in check, don't it?
What happened to this Jamal Afari? Do you still keep in touch?
No, I killed him.
Why? What happened?
He asked too many questions. Just kidding. You keep showing me I can trust you, and maybe I'll tell you the whole story someday. But for now, I just want to let you know you're not all bad, Hunter. Just half bad, and that's good enough for me.
Hey kid, let's hang out again soon. You're a bit chatty, but it's growing on me. Find some time, let's talk one-on-one.
Looking for company, Logan. Funny, you strike me as a loner.
Who, me? I like people. Problem is, people usually don't like me back.
Well, we need your skills, so consider yourself liked here. And my apologies about the circumstances.
When you get to be my age, you end up carrying so much baggage people would rather leave you in the dust. So, thanks for not leaving this old man behind.
You do not look old.
I'm over 100, kid. You're probably thrown off by my supple skin.
I am over 300. Old is only as old as you feel.
Then I must be ancient, because I feel every single one of my years.
You carried them very well.
I could keep listening to this kind of flattery forever.
Well, you are welcome to stay here as long as you want.
I gotta admit, Sarah's got a pretty swanky setup. Puts Xavier's bad to shame.
Some people think it is a little spooky.
A spooky place for spooky people. Seems like home.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo. This isn't working.
The map table? Should I get Tony?
No, I mean Midnight Suns, Avengers, and now X-Men. The Abbey. None of it's working. And I have no one to blame but myself.
Self-pity? That is not you.
No self-pity. It's fact. 3 teams under the same roof, all fighting for different reasons. Nothing to bring us together. It's not too late to change that. If Agatha were here, she'd tell me... No, it doesn't matter. She isn't here.
If she were here, what do you think she would tell you to do?
To stop being so stubborn. That bringing everyone together is long overdue.
And that she loves you.
Yes.
So? What now?
I'm calling a meeting.
When?
Tonight. I'll spread the word. Find me after your mission. We can go there together.
All right.
We could go a few rounds. I can see you've earned your reputation.
Peace.
Just in case you were looking for another opportunity to even the score with Hydra, I think these clowns are hoping for a fight.
Reading you loud and clear.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Objective confirmed.
Insert catchphrase here! Positive vibes only.
Engaging! They're not going to like this.
Hail that!
You're lucky I'm one of the nice ones.
For the mother!
I've been waiting for this.
On Alpha reinforcing. Serve her with honor.
Is that everyone? Hope they're ready.
I fear no end.
Your fate is sealed. Weak, even for Hydra. Just like old times.
With extreme prejudice.
I will not be defeated. My fate is no different from yours.
Gonna get hit.
We will not fail!
Oh.
More fodder for your amusement.
Time to get to work. Here we go. It's over for you.
Olympics, here we come.
This was all you. You had your chance to escape. The champion has failed.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
I've used the Abbey's chapel many times.
Are we allowed to take trophies home? No, it's not a body.
Hey, going for a swing helps clear the cobwebs. You should try it.
Always on the hunt, right? Hey, kiddo. Almost time for the meeting.
I'm ready.
All right, it's not far from here.
Hello, my dear.
What are you doing here?
Whenever Sarah was this nervous, I used to keep close. A look, a smile, a touch on the shoulder. It always helped. I can't do that now, of course, but death can't stop me from watching over her.
Why would she be nervous?
I don't know. I think I'll stay and find out. Try not to give me away, dear. Talking to thin air is conspicuous.
An auspicious night, don't you think, Mr. Rogers?
Stop calling me that. I can't live up to that name.
Why do people use ketchup as fake blood? Am I the only one who can see the difference? Hunter, is this meeting about the blood stains in the library? Because I told Blade I would clean that up.
There are blood stains in the library?
No. Not anymore. I'm sure this must be about something else.
Good thing you're fired.
I hope this doesn't take all night. I'm eager to get back to my newest journal of medical science. It's a real page-turner.
Great spot for something bad to happen.
What makes you say that?
Ominous meeting called together last minute in the middle of the night? That doesn't seem weird to you?
I suppose you are right.
If I get voted off the Abbey, it was nice knowing you.
I dislike this.
Why? We don't know what it's about.
I dislike anything mandatory.
You dislike everything.
Not true. I tolerate you. Somewhat.
Oh, nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I was hoping the collisions were just an indoor thing for you.
I'm always wary of impromptu team meetings.
Why?
It's usually when people get fired.
You have been fired?
Me? No. But I've had to call those meetings, and they suck. I bet it's about the communal bathroom.
I thought there'd be snacks.
Short notice for a meeting.
What do you think it is about?
From the set of her jaw, some kind of reprimand. Is this about to kick off? I still have way too much work.
You know how long this will take?
I do not. Why?
Robbie and I had plans. It's fine. We'll figure it out. You know, I've never perched on your mausoleum. Kinda seemed disrespectful.
Big news, whatever it is.
How can you tell?
I've known Sarah long enough. After tonight, everything changes.
She didn't call this meeting lightly. Whatever this is, it's important.
How do you know?
Because I've called meetings like this before. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. Such a charming location for whatever is about to happen.
What, no predictions?
As I have mentioned on many occasions, often in your presence, I can no longer peer along the shaft of time's arrow, nor alter its arc.
But if you could...
What would you suggest I do? Waste my considerable talents on a glorified pep talk? I should think not.
So you do know what she will say?
I have my suspicions.
My symbiote's giant tongue? Are we about to light a bonfire? Maybe some light chanting?
That is not something we do.
Bummer. I was hoping I could roast some marshmallows.
The air is still.
Is that a bad thing?
Not always, but it feels like a bad omen.
Hunter? What a waste of my evening.
You know what this is about?
No, but it will be a waste, I am certain.
Any idea what this is about?
Not really.
I think she's gonna yell at somebody.
Why do you say that?
Just a feeling.
Nobody knows what this is about. Did she say something to you?
Not really.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
This is odd, huh?
The meeting?
No, meeting out here. Why not the common room? Something's up.
Everyone's here. I should begin.
You sound like you are hesitating.
That's because I am. I could use a moment to collect my thoughts.
Take your time. I will catch up with the others.
Thank you. It won't be long.
Hey, look who's awake.
Doesn't actually show on the map. Except for...
Lilith can keep throwing demons at us. We'll...
All right. I'm ready.
We are all ready to hear what you have to say.
Time to tear off the bandage. Thank you all for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't sure everyone would. And that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Cathan. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you? I see petty rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Whoa there. If anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point. But I speak only for myself. So, I ask the Hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
Every one of us bears responsibility for our failure.
Hey, I just got here.
Except for Logan.
I'm sorry. I'll try to do better.
And Parker. He is fine.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of us spend our time at odds. We have accomplished next to nothing since my return. Unless you count losing ground to my mother.
She will destroy everything you know, pollute all you love. In this, she and her followers are unified. To serve Lilith is to serve Cathan. If you don't pull the same direction, if you'd rather fight each other, we've already lost.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Only if everyone wants me to do it.
I can only speak for myself, but you already convinced me.
Just like that?
It's a heavy responsibility. I wanted to hear you say you're willing to bear it. We're your team, Hunter. Tell us how you plan to lead us.
I will bring the team together. As Caretaker said, we need to pull in the same direction. The bickering ends today. We have one goal. Everything else is a distraction.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them. But this isn't our first apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week. Boss, I need to know where we stand on this.
I can guarantee nothing for the Avengers but the toughest battle they have ever encountered.
We try not to rank them. It's more of an above a certain threshold kind of thing.
Then I guarantee a life above the threshold until Lilith is back in hell.
We can get behind that, right, Tony?
Sure.
We are all equals here. There is no first among us. We do this as one, or not at all.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that ends here.
If the Midnight Suns can stand beside the others, you have nothing to worry about. But...
None of us want that.
I do. We're the best.
Not helping.
I don't know, Nico. She's growing on me.
That's enough for tonight. I want all of you to reflect on what we said. If you'll excuse me, I need a moment with the Hunter. So that's it. We did what we could. Let's hope it works.
I had no idea this was coming.
Kiddo, you have no poker face. For the others to consider you as a leader, your reaction needed to be genuine.
Was Steve in on this?
No, but he respects you, and I had a feeling he'd speak his mind. If he hadn't suggested you take the reins, it would have been me.
I still do not see the point of all this.
They're finally thinking of something other than themselves. That was the point.
That is all I needed.
Tonight, we pulled the plunger and set the ball rolling. The rest is gravity, and the occasional nudge.
Is that a pinball reference?
In the 70s, Agatha insisted I pick up a hobby. I won a few tournaments.
Why do I know about pinball?
Perhaps it's the universe telling you to challenge me when this is all done?
Think I could take you?
No. You drain faster than bathwater.
Every meeting should be like this one.
Unpleasant?
Contentious?
No, interesting. And over in 5 minutes.
What brings the great hunter to see an old friend? I had not predicted this.
Really?
No. Sarah spoke with me earlier. We have a long history of mutual advisement.
What advice did you provide?
About time. Which was a mistake. She thought I'd presented her with a temporal riddle, as I do on occasion. This is your time, Hunter. Make the most of it.
I could have brought popcorn.
For the team?
No, to watch you turn the Abbey upside down and shake it like tambourines. You were more entertaining than anything I could have done tonight. Next time, I'll bring popcorn.
Did you plan?
Why didn't I record this? Ugh.
Not what I expected.
Is that good or bad?
Right now? Feels good to me. You got this, Hunter.
Congratulations. Leadership looks good on you, Hunter.
It does?
Of course. You've been leading the Midnight Suns for a while now, even if you haven't noticed.
Do you think I am up to the challenge?
I do. A little advice. Confidence in your team will build confidence in yourself. Soak it all in. You've earned it. So...
This is a little awkward.
It does not have to be. Even if I am team leader, we can still be friends.
Oh, no, I meant this whole time I assumed you were already in charge. Now I don't know how to treat you.
You do not need to treat me any differently.
As you wish, Your Highness.
You do not have to call me that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know, Your Excellency.
You certainly know how to speak your mind.
You agreed with me.
Of course not. But you stepped up, you laid it out, and now do.
Really?
Yeah, you're the obvious target, so I'll slip past why they tear you limb from limb. Don't worry, we'll build you a bigger mausoleum.
Always the strategist.
Still working out the kinks, but we'll get there. Lots of work to put in, but we'll make it happen.
Don't know why I didn't see it. You're perfect for this.
You did not see me as a leader?
It never crossed my mind. Most leaders I've encountered in life have a sort of professional ambition, for better or worse. Steve doesn't, but he's also called Captain America. The name alone carries rank and authority.
So if I went by Private Hunter...
Oh no, don't call yourself that. And I'm not explaining why. Don't be nervous. We all want you to succeed. Even Tony.
I didn't come here planning to put you on the spot, but that's how it turned out.
You really think I can do this?
I know you can do this. And you have a great team ready for you to lead them. So let's get started. You have a lot of work ahead of you, Hunter. When all else fails, just pick a direction.
I never expected I'd be here. Before I met you, I didn't even know this place existed. Now that you're in charge, I was wondering if you'd allow me to bring a few cadavers into the Abbey. For medical research, of course.
Well, you would have to talk to Magic about bringing those through the portal.
She already told me no. Well, I assumed that's what she meant when she shook her head and laughed while walking away. You know what? Never mind. Those experiments can wait. We didn't vote, but I would have voted for you. I'm just glad they didn't ask me to do it.
I tried to get an ad for my services in Times Square. didn't fly. Well, slap my ass and call me Deadpool! You're the boss now!
I cannot say I was expecting this.
There's a time and place for modesty, and it ain't now!
If you say so.
Better you than me. I wouldn't know leadership if it walked up and kicked me in my fun bags.
What exactly are your fun bags?
It's where I store my kazoos and party poppers, except for the expensive ones. I tuck those behind my...
Never mind.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't tell you where to find my secret fun hole. Time to order you a world's best boss mug.
What's good? I don't know how to feel about this. I'm happy for you, but I hope it isn't weird when we hang out.
Why would it be weird?
Huh. Good point. All right. Let's not make it weird. Don't think I'll ever forget that speech.
I get what Steve sees in you.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
With him, depends on the week. But for you, it's all compliment, boss. Wouldn't you know it? Now you're the actual boss. And I called it, way before Steve did. Do you have any power ties? Don't worry, boss. I'll hook you up.
Ready to fight some crime? I don't know if I agree with everything you said. Still, I'm glad you said it.
What do you mean?
This is the first time I've felt like I'm really part of a team. Not just Peter tagging along. I get it, we're in this together. But it's good to know that's how you see it. You really should have sold tickets.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Yeah, I guess I can follow you. For now.
What are you saying exactly?
Kid, don't lose my respect. It's the part of me that won't grow back. Never a dull time when Sarah's pissed off.
Get some rest, kiddo.
Hunter.
I'll support you, Hunter, as I'm able.
I should have told you about Agatha. I sincerely hope I won't need to repeat myself after tonight.
Stop. We've known each other too long for this.
What, half a century?
If you round down. And I should have been there for you.
Well, you're here now.
Agatha would have loved what you did.
Can you picture her if I hadn't?
That look of hers. It could kill a whole city.
I spent a millennia facing the greatest horrors known to the world, and the only thing I truly feared was disappointing her.
If you did, I never knew it. And I'll bet neither did she. This is why I prefer to operate solo.
Someone either moved my test tubes, or I'm experimenting in my sleep again.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
What do you think? Is it just a job, or does style matter? I mean, how come we're not all just wearing camouflage? I want that. I believe you can crush skulls and look good doing it.
Thanks, Hunter.
A successful collaboration.
If I were more like my parents, I would probably find a way to sell this thing to the rich and famous.
Later.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
But the real question is, have you been a trusted friend to him?
I'm not sure I like what you're implying.
You have to admit, your track record for keeping secrets is becoming quite infamous.
Ah, you're talking about keeping the others in the dark about Blaze holding the parchment.
I am.
It's not really a discussion I'm willing to have right now. Logan kept a secret for Agatha and I, and it saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
Did your enchanted shoulder pads at least offer you some protection?
Oh, I wish. Funny I can laugh about it now. At the time, it was so tragic. See, the Salem Seven were Agatha's grandchildren by her son, Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her, or maybe worse.
And I thought my issues with my mother were bad.
Yes, indeed. It seems like most of us here have dysfunctional relationships with our families, at best.
I am beginning to think it may be a prerequisite for becoming a hero.
Speaking of dysfunctional dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground? Who would have thought?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
As she falters, open the book and offer unto her the knowledge of things remembered.
Hunter, hello.
Hi, kiddo.
What do I want to do?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
Yeah, I'll do that one. Okay. Let's get those out of the way first. You should hear the way the Midnight Suns talk about you. They really like you, Hunter, and I get why. I could use a spotter. Meet me in the yard.
You wanted to speak, Carol?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks.
Thanks for what?
For surprising me with your unexpected friendship. I did not see that coming. Believe it or not, I don't have a lot of peeps I can call friends. Not close ones, at least.
If it makes you feel any better, I never had a lot of friends either. Did not have time with all the demon slaying.
Huh. Sounds like you were like the high school vampire slayer in Blade's favorite television show, and Caretaker was that librarian guy. Gifted with greatness, but cursed with solitude.
No, that character had a group of close friends who helped and supported her.
See? Even the Slayer had more of a social life than the two of us. I'm glad you're here, Hunter. I feel like you get just how heavy all that extra baggage can be when it comes to having crazy freaking superpowers.
Blade understands that burden too.
Why are you bringing him up?
No reason. Just thought you should know you can lean on him too.
Anyway, I should let you get back to whatever cool thing you were doing before I dragged you out here to get all gushy.
Anytime, Carol.
Hunter, we finally got to third base. Heads up, I'm going out to destroy some property soon. You in?
What are you doing?
Whoa, don't go creeping up on a guy when he's sowing his wild oats. I'm just spreading my seed, hoping to leave my mark in the Abbey, starting here.
Why are you gardening?
Well, your friends have been avoiding me like the plague, so I decided to make nice with Mother Nature. Speaking of, you seem to be getting really friendly with everyone. That's cute.
It is not at the top of my priorities.
Yeah, well, like it or not, everyone's fallen over themselves to be part of your posse.
You sound bitter.
Do I? Hold on. Let me tone it down for you, Cupcake. I'm just speaking facts here. Don't get me wrong, having a fan club is great. Gets a little weird when they write self-insert fiction, but it's still flattering all the same. Keep up the good work. It strokes my ego.
Why do you keep calling them my fans? They're my friends.
What makes you so sure?
We hold each other with high regard. That is a good sign.
Doesn't ring a bell.
All I am saying is that I value them.
Nope, that doesn't sound familiar either. Guess some things are just out of my wheelhouse. I'm gonna say it until the day I die and regenerate. The only person you need is yourself, Hunter. All that personal mumbo-jumbo just weighs you down.
I guess I could show you a couple of things. Good stuff. Better than any damage simulation.
Peace.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
So we've just been, right? Yeah. Ignore him for the time being.
Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no. Only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one. Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
One false move, and that guy's getting sliced into gamma cubes.
His portal.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, he's a little more exciting now.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry. This time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the Creepy Crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it. My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard. This shouldn't take long. This should help a little. Been saving this for a special occasion.
A flying mechanical combat suit almost seems like cheating.
Being so
Situation is under control.
There is no escape.
Taking the shot.
Fresh meat coming in.
The rift opens.
Ready now.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
We'll make this quick.
There is nowhere to run.
Let's try this.
For all that money, it better work.
much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? Hey, it can't be enough. Talk before I feature a blade.
We're losing ground. Looks like they have got help.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Hail that!
Bad luck for you, bud.
Now that was something.
Hold back and regroup. We're almost here. Hold position.
If you think I'd want to make him proud, you don't know me at all, Bruce.
Credit where credit is due, Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait! We have what we came for. There's no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Look at the forehead.
I would be more concerned about the maze.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
I've
gonna rip you a new one. Now for something real special.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. By my side!
You're a natural. You're ready.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Make peace with your gods.
Something loose on that one.
My fate.
Looks like they called for help. Coming at me now.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
You had your chance to escape. You were too weak for this fight.
I'm saving my energy till we need it.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
That'll work. They won't know what hit him.
It is time. Their best was still not enough for us.
Sure, why not?
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Your mother abandons you.
Now it's Is it my turn now?
set on me. Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks. Here we go. Precisely what I needed. This should be better. How much better can I get? Getting it done any way we know how.
I know what my future holds.
Let's do it.
I fear no end. Distract me.
Begins.
Oblivion opens her arms.
They are still coming for me.
I will not.
Guess we're not done yet. Haven't lost interest in me. In case I forget, remind me to thank Banner for unleashing this thing on us. It really doesn't have an objection.
The advantage is mine. Let us see if they have an answer for this. For a friend indeed.
Good stuff.
All who serve Lilith will fall. The champion has failed.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. Should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
Your father might have been a terrible person, but I do not think he could possibly compare to the threat from my mother.
Oh boy, are we really doing a whose parent was worse competition? We should get Nico out here to judge.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
For our sake, I hope you are wrong about this.
Hey, me too. Unfortunately, the curse of my genius is that I'm never wrong. Ever.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
Time to play dress up because it's shop class.
The team made short work of the Dread Maiden.
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose of the game. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
How do you know something's bothering me? You using the all-seeing eye of Agamotto again? Well, I hate to break it to you, Doc. It hasn't been working.
No, it's what the eyes of Stephen Strange tell me. I'm worried about you.
Fine. You want to know what's bothering me? Banner played us at that Hydra facility. Again. We're supposed to be saving the world. Sometimes I think we're helping bring about its end. Maybe I do want to focus on this game instead. At least it's something I can win.
The Darkhold can awaken beings far more vile and deadly than the Dread Maiden.
I'm concerned about the integrity of several of our Abbey guests. Particularly whether they're susceptible to my sister's dark whims.
If everything seems foreboding, it is simply because everything is foreboding.
Extraterrestrials always make an Armageddon extra fun.
Another Avenger turns. How many of the old guard do we gotta watch out for?
I saw that Dread Maiden. Lilith's really plumbing the depths of hell.
Reason to dislike the Stark family number 47. They tinker way too much with Gamma.
Look, Deadpool won't hit a lady unless the lady hits first. I'm a gentleman.
The Midnight Suns have always had it, but our Avengers editions are showing up. Heading to shop class. You in?
I am ready.
Right on.
Good instincts, but you want to tighten up the array.
Like this?
Close. Here, I can show you.
What's all the, new equipment?
Ah, the supplies? No need to thank me. Donated to the cause, courtesy of 5 Stark subsidiaries.
Wow, it's really something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but just take what you need. I'll clear out the rest. I promise.
Awesome. That's great.
How's it going, boss? Ready to get your hands greasy?
Tony, why did you bring all this equipment?
Really? The old stuff has a junkyard horked up in an 80s machine shop vibe. Why, were we supposed to vote on it?
Do not worry about me.
Robbie, huh? He's usually so laid back. I didn't think he'd have a problem.
I cannot speak for him. The two of you should work it out.
All right, I'll fix it. So, about this situation, I get it. We're bumping elbows. But you kids are doing good work here. Whatever you want to do, I'll support it.
I spoke with Tony about the equipment. He says he wanted to support shop class.
That's all?
He did not lie, but I am uncertain he told the whole truth.
Good to know. Look, you came here to make something. Don't keep Parker waiting. I guess I'll keep an eye on Tony. Make sure he doesn't do any crazy rich people stuff.
Like what?
We don't want to find a champagne waterfall in the break room, you know? Actually, that would be tight.
Did you know Tony planned to do this?
No. Did you?
Nah, but it sounds like his heart was in the right place. Now, it's time to build something cool. We don't have much on this saber-tooth guy, but we know he's incredibly dangerous. He's also somewhat predictable.
In what way?
When it comes to a fight, he's extremely aggressive. Our ideas take advantage of that.
What have you cooked up?
The initial prototype uses a tailored pheromone to keep him away. It provokes an intense revulsion we hope will blunt his attacks.
Like a foul scent used to keep animals at bay?
Well put. Our other prototype is... well, we kept it simple. It's part sedative and part itching powder.
To trip him up with a thorn in his paw.
A very distracting thorn at that. Glad you cleared that up with Tony. Now we can get to work. I have the components you gave me. Always good to get ahead. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
Shop class is working out. A few bumps here and there, but I think we're good.
Well, that went not poorly. And that's a decent prototype. Just needs refinement before you bring it to market.
You plan to sell it?
It's only an expression. Although... nope, stopping right there.
Let me know when you're ready to take off.
I am ready to go.
That is good work. Well done.
Thanks.
Did the new equipment help?
Yeah, it really took the complexity out of how we used to do it.
He's right. It cut our time in half.
Good. I just want to pull my weight around here.
Well, you're definitely pulling a lot of weight. Almost all of it.
I trust the Avengers in our midst, but I have some reservations.
Lilith's control over the Dark Book grows.
Wake me up when the aliens join the nuttiness.
If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie trivia and web fluid formulas. Tony Stark's father had a secret trove of gamma research that Bruce Banner stole from under our noses. That stings me, and I'm not even an Avenger. Robbie and I are gonna play Valor's Edge until duty calls.
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
How is your Aunt May faring? Any word from her?
Thanks for asking, Hunter, but no.
That must be stressful for you.
It really is. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
We cannot afford to lose you, Peter. You are an invaluable member of the team.
Well, you've certainly made me feel like I belong here. I just don't want to get swept up with the glamour of Abbey life and forget where I came from, you know? Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter.
Do not transform on me now. Interesting.
Breaker of chains.
Fascinating.
Our fighter, our heart.
Curious.
Believe the best and made it so.
Ah, I see.
Son of the land. Homemade caretaker doll. Caretaker never did the idea of being idolized in doll form.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods.
Doll never had to leave its family behind. Maybe that's why I made it.
Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training.
One of the few works of hedge magic that treats the subject with respect. This doll was for my mother before things changed.
I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I have never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon join the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together.
All this gamma exposure and corruption isn't good for you and your collar. Lilith's sway runs deep. I know you feel it, Hunter.
Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you can thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest. A working man, you could say. Authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
Hippus will provide. This looks like one of the shards that Agatha asked me to find. Here is another shard. 2 down, 1 to go. I found the final shard. I should return them to Agatha.
Be with you in a minute, Agatha. Just want to check over here.
Well, Abuela always said I'd be involved with all hell breaking loose. An Iron Maiden's no match for a Dread Maiden. And a Dread Maiden's no match...
I knew you'd recover the shards if you put your mind to it, but that was still faster than I expected. I better get to work then. I'm confident I can return the Moon Seal to its former glory, but I'll have to send you on another errand. I need a particular flower to serve as the reagent for this ritual. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It grows right in front of my old cabin. While you gather that, I'll make the rest of the preparations. The flower you're looking for is in front of my cottage. Near the door, I believe.
This must be the reagent that Agatha needs to restore the seal. I have found the reagent.
So you have. Let's not waste any more time. For this to work, we'll need the elemental altar. Come with me. This is it, Hunter. Once I've reforged the seal, you can face the final trial. I'm sure Set is eagerly awaiting your arrival.
It has been a long road to reach this point.
Lucky for you, the ritual won't take more than a moment. I just need to say the magic words. Abracadabra. Just kidding, dear.
I'm glad to know your situation did nothing to dampen your sense of humor.
Sarah is salty enough for the both of us. I like to keep things in balance. Now, let's get you a moon seal. I just hope Set doesn't mind a bit of refurbishment.
I will find out soon enough.
Just remember, Hunter, the answers we seek are almost within your grasp. Stay the course. The next Bloodgate is near Lilith's garden.
Debating whether to level up a little bit more before I do.
Banner's brain is nearly as big as his alter ego. He's a formidable opponent. When I knew Howard Stark, he enjoyed tinkering with forces beyond his control. Tony's the same. Like father, like son, right? Howard, however, knew when to mothball a project. And because Banner was our friend, he knew all of this. And now Lilith does too. It seems everything's just going from bad to worse.
Hell's mustering all its machinations to thwart us at every turn. Times like these are when we need to rely on each other the most, or we become dread-maiden food.
So, Tony Stark's father is indirectly gonna be the end of us?
Kinda miss the simplicity of vampire slaying.
I think I'll put the trial off for now. And move forward. So about that freaky thing, one of a kind or just something that we have to deal with now? What freaky thing? There are so many. The lady with the big horned hat, the one who came through the rift. The Dread Maidens are never solitary. By summoning one, Banner has gained the attention of all. So they have a name then. That's never good. They sound like a band I would have loved in the 90s. Morbius, your accent is pretty cool, man. Don't ask him where his accent is from. I wasn't going to. I thought it was a vampire thing. Wait, is that offensive? What accent? Not now.
Ugh, reptilian blood tastes terrible.
It's not much, but I have managed to locate a few details.
There is power locked away in the blood, if you are bold enough to seek it. The small-minded will send up their mewling cries while we soar above them like gods.
That caught my eye. You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. I really have to put some thought into this. This is magic.
I'm here if you need me. It's a simple question.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lab?
It is possible. We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
the prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility.
You never told me that.
My sword retains a memory of every portal I open, but... it is better if I show you. Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure...
evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through, and we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
Occult History of the New World, and the tale of Jeremiah Kane is one of the most interesting. Brought to Salem aboard the slave ship Desire, he was freed some years after and built up a successful farm of his own. There is scant written history that tells us what became of Jeremiah Kane, but there is a few details in the journals of one Hiram Shaw, a magistrate in Salem at the time of the witch trials. The references in Shaw's journals are raving screeds describing Kane as a shapeshifter, by day a man, but by night a demon wreathed in flames, dragging burning chains behind him wherever he went. Shaw claimed that instead of a face, Kane had only a skull. Oral history from that area, however, refers to Kane as an avenging angel sent by God to protect the less fortunate and punish the wicked. Note from Agatha, O Jeremiah, always the strongest of us. His monument is nearby, where his gaze can forever rest upon the Abbey and watch over us now as he did in life. May you have peace, Jeremiah. None deserve it more.
I have something for you.
A roll of quarters?
Components for shop class.
Alright, I guess that's comparable.
You obviously have something to say, so please say it. And make it quick. We don't have a lot of time.
We need to go back to the Hydra lab Banner was using. We need...
I don't need to hear any more. The answer is no.
You think you are being tough and decisive, but you are making a terrible mistake right now. We are running out of time and we need to take this chance. Otherwise, we may lose everything.
And say I agreed to the plan. And you returned to the lab, and Hydra was able to finish what they started. Which is to say, they finally kill you. It seems that would be an even worse mistake. This is the last I want to hear of such an ill-advised plan. When I said you needed to work better as a team last night, I didn't mean you needed to work better to come up with absurd ideas.
I thought I was the leader of this team now. If I am the leader, then maybe I should have the room to actually lead. And right now, I need to lead the team to retrieve the Gamma Accelerator.
I see.
Good.
If you're feeling productive, maybe gather the team and use their collective resolve to stop the days from marching forward. It seems time is one of our enemies as well now.
I am looking for... They're outside. But I'll talk to these two before you.
A force field like that, powered by demonic energy, would be impassable for nearly everyone.
Nearly?
Well, the magic that created that force field was the darkest kind. Not unlike the dark energies within you.
Banner threw up a barrier to stop us, and you think he just forgot about me? I doubt it is as simple as me walking right through.
I didn't say it would be simple, but it would definitely be an advantage.
So what do you suggest? I go up and try to walk through the barrier?
Not yet. You will need protection.
Some sort of armor?
I don't want to say too much until I've consulted the library. We will talk soon. That barrier is not as insurmountable as it seems.
Everything seemed kind of hopeless until I started poking through Dad's old files, and then bingo, the old man delivered.
The man you hated.
Gives us our biggest ace in the hole. I know, the irony is not lost on me.
I guess the only way to know if this'll work is to try it.
That's the spirit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I always say. The original intention of the Gamma Accelerator was to supercharge gamma radiation. It could make a Hulk smash into a Hulk obliterate.
I see where this is going.
And who says Hulk gets all the fun? It would take just a few modifications to make it into a very potent weapon. To be honest, I think that's kind of true of everything my dad created.
So the lab
is on our to-do list, but right now we have something more pressing.
We need to get our hands on the Parchment of Power.
And to do that, we need Johnny Blaze to play ball. This is a good plan. I know it.
So what did Caretaker say to Stark's big plan?
Well, out with it.
What did Caretaker say when you proposed Breaking back into Big Bad Banner's lab to retrieve Stark's Gamma
Accelerator.
Yes, that. I cannot imagine it went well. Not well at all.
It is not like she can stop us.
Look who's fully embracing their inner rebel, Hunter. Be careful. Soon you will be on Caretaker's naughty list, like the rest of us.
I wish I had time to be nice, but I do not.
No, none of us do. I wish she would trust us, so we wouldn't have to go sneaking around behind her back. We deserve that, you know, to be trusted.
I can only speak for myself, but the only person I really trust here is you.
You too, Hunter. Well, you and Nico, Blade, Robbie, and Wanda. We cannot forget about Wanda. She's still out there. She needs our help. That's why it's important for you to convince Caretaker that going back to Banner's lab is in the best interest of the entire team.
You think we will encounter Wanda there?
I know we will. Now hurry along and figure out a way to make it happen. We are counting on you.
Can I help you?
Oh, I didn't see you there. I think we're going to finish with a general mission tonight.
Sounds relaxing. I'll take you.
You know I know magic, right? Ooh, now I see what all the fuss is about.
See you around.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Objective confirmed. No change of plans.
All right, let's do this.
Welcome assistance.
Oh. Forgot to switch. Dang it.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich?
Shoot.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Minor systems damage.
Too far, yep. Moved him too far.
These cretins can't hope to stop you.
Engaging!
Dang it.
I'm on it. That's the stuff. I'm going in.
Do that. That's going to push him out of the range of that. That might kill him as well. kill him.
Let's settle this.
What I wanted.
We've got the best tech in the world on our side.
You just made my list.
Behold their passage.
Serve her with honor.
Still they persist. They do not seem to be a match for us.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Hail that! Target confirmed. Leave some for the rest of us.
Don't let up. The more you take down here, the less we have to deal with later.
Okay, except for the dog, they're all gonna go after Captain America. Oh, yeah. I'll risk it.
Hail Hydra!
Probably kill him.
Targeting Captain America.
I've got your back.
You don't see me running.
I can feel the corruption spreading.
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
I think you got him.
This should get you going.
I'm shaking in my boots.
We've done it. Excellent work.
God, Robbie, why are you so pumped about meeting Blaze? Word on the street is the dude's a major a-hole.
Oh, come on. He's the original spirit of vengeance and, like, my personal hero.
Almost as lame as Hank Pym being your hero.
Who's that?
An annoying, outdated boomer. Just like your boy Blaze.
Blaze is not a boomer.
Whatever, Robbie. Fanboy all you want. Go get yourself an autograph for all I care. Just don't tell me I didn't warn you.
Yo, it's good to see you.
We left a lot of Hydra agents with internal bleeding, and I don't care one iota.
I think I'll go with Robbie, but I don't think I have a gift for him. Not one that he likes, though. Playing cards, watching a movie, meditation. He doesn't like meditation. I know that for sure. Watching a movie? Yeah.
You're an only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
It would be a better world if Lilith had no children.
Hey, don't say that.
I mean that she chose corruption to save my life. Without me, none of what is happening would be happening.
Oh, wow. That's, rough to carry with you. For what it's worth, I'm glad to have you around.
Thanks, Robbie.
It always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe, no matter what.
It must be difficult to be apart. You can go if you need to. We will not think less of you.
No, it's fine. He's staying with a family friend.
You keep in touch with him, don't you?
Yeah, I try to call him every day. He's healthy, happy, and safe. It's not easy to find that balance, but you have to do it. Without family, you lose a part of yourself.
Sports car, maybe.
Always great to hang with you, Hunter. Thanks for watching racing movies with me, Hunter. You're like a extra extended family to me.
Why do people use ketchup as fake blood?
Am I the only one who can see the difference?
That felt good. Needed that.
We're gonna need a new training dummy. You ended that one's career.
Sorry to bust up your equipment. Training at night always gets me in the zone.
I'm the same. Night Stalker, all the way. Gives me a chance to let go. Be myself without worrying what others might think.
Bub, I don't even know what myself is anymore. Butchers at Weapon X threw my mind into a blender. Wanted to erase the man to unleash the pure beast. They got what they wanted. And then some. Charles has been trying to help me put the pieces back ever since. I'm not even sure I want to remember it all.
A vampire fed on my mother during my birth. For whatever reason, her face at that moment was burned into my mind. It was the same one I saw years later when I had to put her down.
We better order a lot more training dummies. I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
Watch yourself, Hunter. This night is darker than most.
Why? Is there a danger I am not seeing?
You're looking right at it. Lilith's darkness is testing me, Hunter. Her power is growing and mine along with it. I won't lie. I like feeling this strong. I like it a little too much. Surely you felt it too.
I feel my mother's call to darkness sometimes, too. And her voice, it is getting stronger.
In what way?
She visits me in my dreams. Talks to me.
About what?
Returning to her, of course.
That's messed up. I don't know how you manage her head games, being your mother and all.
I do not know either, but Lilith has never been maternal. She cares only for the darker things, and the power they can give her. It is no surprise her darkness is fueling you.
I'm doing my best to keep the blood-sucking beast in me at bay, but it's getting harder and harder each night. And I'll be honest, it pisses me off. You know how much I like to be in control.
Do not be afraid of your own shadow, Blade, when it is your shadow that gives you your edge.
And it's a sharp edge, too.
You know, sometimes I have found all you need is a good night's sleep. It does wonders for my outlook.
Good nights, bad nights. I really don't sleep. It's not my thing. I'll be awake for a long time tonight. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up. I could use the company.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
Seeing you and Logan bonding through training makes my heart glad.
Logan's a good sparring partner. He doesn't hold back. Wouldn't mind having some of his carefree attitude, but not enough to lose my edge.
There is a lot more to Logan than it appears at first.
I know he's got his dark side. He's just better at showing it off.
While we are talking about Lilith, is there anything she might be able to use against you?
You mean leverage?
Lilith looks for weaknesses as a way to get into your mind. I need to know about yours.
I knew a woman once, Gloriana. We traveled the world together, slaughtering vampires and making love. Good times. We were in London and got word of a master vampire on the loose. My big ego told me I could kill him as easy as the others. I was wrong. I nearly got myself killed. And because of that mistake, I left him an opening to turn glory into one of his kind. The woman I loved became the thing I hate. I'll spare you the rest of the details.
It is okay. I understand the emotions. Love turning to hate resonates with me well. Are you curious about the Fallen? Do you think we can bring them back?
I wonder. They look terrible on the outside. I can't imagine they look any better on the inside. But I don't want to think those things about Wanda, so I really don't think about it at all.
Lilith's evil goes deep. It corrupts to the core.
Like I said, I'd rather think about other things.
Do you think the Sons will ever pull it together as a team?
A team's only as good as its leader. Maybe that leader is you, maybe it isn't.
This seems like a good time to train with Carol. Why not?
Logan's here.
No, I mean if you have feelings for her, you should...
I said Logan's here.
Ah, right. I understand. The night is only getting darker, and I am getting tired.
Then sleep?
You are not going to hit the coffin too. It is going to be an early morning.
I don't know what it is with you and coffins. Hunter. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
The night is only...
There are only so many places a guy with a flaming skull on a motorcycle could be. I've got multiple satellites in orbit right now that could locate him.
Blaze isn't some regular guy. If he doesn't want to be found, I suspect he won't be found.
Okay, Dr. Positivity, if you have better ideas, why don't you conjure them up?
Tony could blot out the sky with the number of satellites he could launch to hunt for Blaze, and I don't think it would do any good. Meanwhile, the greatest help we could have asked for came from this mysterious demon locked away in these flames for all eternity. Demons are, by definition, evil, yet this one seems to want to help. And I'm inclined to trust it.
No one in this abbey understands the ways of demons more than you. If you think the demon has valuable advice, then I trust you.
Your confidence in me continues to be a boon, Hunter. I hope one day I can return your faith in me.
So, Robbie...
is very definitely the key to finding Blaze. How do we make that happen? I think Stark and I have our work cut out for us. Tony and I need to put our heads together. We should have something soon.
There's him, but I'm not going to talk to him. That should be... Injury from meditation, reflections of Doctor Strange. The Parchment or power, the final page of the Darkhold is far too powerful to leave under the protection of just anyone. We're not short of those who might, or those with goodness in their hearts, but to protect the last chronicle of the Thon, it can be given to only one, Johnny Blaze, who will cross dimensions and summon Hellfire to keep the parchment safe. It must be him. Through our earthly baubles are but a poor reflection of her celestial beauty. They are precious to her and will earn her blessings no matter when they are given. And I'm not going to talk to you yet.
My nerves are still a little jittery. Are yours? No? Okay, just me then. That's cool.
Okay. So, gonna end tonight's stream here before the morning. And I will be back tomorrow to continue. I would like to thank everyone who tuned in tonight to watch. I really appreciate it. And I hope you come back tomorrow. Until then, have a good night.